Hey guys, Weeby Newz here, and today we're checking out this game called Invite Me In. This is a demo version of it too, so I'm assuming that they're planning on making a full version later, but this is the demo just to kind of give you like a little bit of a taste of the game. But I'm really excited to check this out. It appears to be about like a yandere boyfriend situation, or at least some kind of yandere guy stalking you. I have a confession to make. I am trash. A lot of you guys already know this, but I am also trash in that I love yandere characters. It's like probably one of my favorite tropes. I don't know why. I think I just like the thriller aspect of it, and I guess there's something kind of endearing about them wanting to murder for love. I would never condone it in real life. I'm just saying, obviously. I even have a confession to make. I got really into like playing Otome games recently, and I basically just look for Otome games that have a yandere character, and I just play their route, and I just get the bad endings, and then I stop playing. I basically just like turn my playthrough of an Otome game into like a thriller horror game. I don't know why, but like literally the last one I played after I got like the ending where he killed me and I started trying to play like the good ending, I was like, this is kind of boring. I think I'm just gonna tap out. He's not gonna murder me in this route. Lame. But yeah, I just wanted to give that disclosure explaining why I'm a degenerate and why I am super excited to play this game. But anyways, they also mentioned in the description too on their page that it is 10% of the full game, so a very small portion. And they also say that some of the images are placeholder sketches and will be finished at a later date. Let's go ahead and start. Okay, so this one has content warnings. This game contains yandere behavior, hell yeah, stalking, manipulation, harassment, and violent tendencies. I'm like, yes, slay. I love it. It also contains self-harm, blood, violence, suggestive themes, sudden tone shifts, and other material made to induce fear. If you are sensitive to any of these materials, please reconsider playing. So just a warning for you guys too. But baby, I'm ready for this. Okay, I guess I'll just be, oh, I was like, why in Weeby? I have to know your name. Okay, let's go with Weeby. Weeby. Oh God, I'm already scared. As the sun finally sets, the lengthening shadows all begin to bleed together until everything is covered in darkness. My path is only illuminated by the occasional streetlight, and I start to become nervous again, like something bad is about to happen if not treaded with caution. I started picking up my pace as I get closer to home. I didn't plan to be out for so long, especially not at night all by myself. The grocery store bag, clutched tightly in my hands, seems much heavier even though it only carries the sole jug of milk that I desperately needed before leaving the house earlier. What kind of emergency do you need milk in? I just have to make cereal. It's very, very important that I eat cereal tonight. I have to venture out into the abandoned streets at night just to get that cereal. Nobody, I mean nobody, will keep me away from my Captain Crunch. I bet this dude loves me though. No wonder he's stalking me. Like leaving my house at midnight just to go like buy milk for my cereal. Now I'm wondering if it was really worth the trip. Turning the corner just leads to another dark road. I debate whether I should slow down to prevent tripping or just break out into a run here and now. It's just a couple more blocks, then I'll be back at home. Oh girl, I would already be running. I get so creeped out at night. I cannot walk around at night. For some reason, nagging at the back of my mind, that didn't feel like an appealing solution either. You know, the reason I'm probably really paranoid at night is because I play a lot of games like these. I would already be running, dude. Right after I get out of Walmart, be like Naruto running back to my house. For some reason, nagging at the back of my mind, that didn't feel like an appealing solution either. If something dangerous really was just out of view, going back to an empty house was just like throwing a blanket over your head to keep the monsters away. It's moments like this I wish I didn't live alone. But I'm probably just anxious for no reason. I don't have any evidence that someone is really trying to hurt me. I'm so glad I never had to live alone. I always had like a roommate. These paranoid feelings in the back of my mind that I should ignore. I really have to stop trying to freak myself out. All it's doing is causing me to lose sleep, which makes me more on edge. Focusing on getting home is the only thing I need to worry about for now. Then I can eat dinner, chill out, and finally get some much needed rest. ... Oh, there he is. Just as I was about to turn down the last street, I see a figure next to the sidewalk a few feet in front of me. I immediately stop walking and try to get a better look before getting any closer. I hear the blood start to pulse faster in my ears. They are almost fully hidden from view, so I didn't have much of a chance to see them from far away, and they're perfectly still. I feel the fear rising in me again and stay frozen in the same spot. My muscles tense, waiting to see if the stranger makes a move. I bet he like injured himself on purpose, right? To try to get me to help him. ... You've been stalking me for a while, bucko. I just know it. They do nothing, and since it's so dark, I can't even tell if they have seen me or not. And though I keep getting the feeling they're staring right at me. It's terrifying, but I can't just stand here forever. I want to go home. Man, this is so me too. If I like saw somebody in the street, I would be like waiting for them to move. I was like, I don't want to walk by them. I don't want to walk by them. What if they murder me? What if they're a Yandere boyfriend that's been stalking me for 12 years? Swallowing the lingering morbid thoughts and stirring up some bravery, I begin to walk again until I'm only a couple feet away from the stranger. Hey, buddy. Like, does he look like... I feel like he kind of has like Mikado hair a little bit. I was like, oh, that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign if you look anything like Mikado. He's pretty cute though. Once I'm closer, I can finally make out some of the vague details of their face. His face, and we make eye contact. I flinch back a bit after seeing him look at me, but then I start to notice something strange. He's curled up in the grass, clutching his arms tightly to his body, and I begin to hear his heavy, uneven breaths over my own. He's hurt badly. As soon as I see the state he's in, I'm not only more worried than before, but now also heavily concerned for his well-being. Hello, can you hear me all right? Are you okay? What happened? ... For a moment, he just keeps looking at me. His expression is unreadable this far from any light source, but he must feel scared too. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, look at him. He's totally plotting something. He definitely injured himself on purpose to get me to, like, help him. He doesn't respond. At this point, I feel like he may be really injured. Maybe he can't even understand me? And just as I reach into my pocket to try and call for help, he finally speaks up. Something happened to me earlier. I was just trying to walk home and I'm a bit... Oh, yeah. Maybe I should give him Mikado voice now that I think about it. I feel like that might fit him because he's got the Mikado hair. A little bit. It's like wavy, kind of like Mikado's hair, okay? It's close enough. Kind of got blue hair, too. Just like a little blue. Kinjo. Me being Delulu. Just wanting to see Kinjo again. I'm a bit hurt right now. A bit hurt? He doesn't seem like he's doing well at all. Do you need help? Can you walk? He leans forward and begins to push up on his arms like he's trying to stand up. But he quickly winces and sits back to his original position. It hurts. My arm really hurts. My legs are okay, though. How did you hurt your arms? Is anything broken? You're not even hurt. He's just like holding it. He's like, oh, pain. The pain. Oh, I can barely move. Why do you have a British accent all of a sudden? Do not ask any more questions, Weeby. Don't ask. Just take me to your house. How did you hurt your arms? Is anything broken? Broken? I didn't break anything. He shifts uncomfortably on the ground, trying to move his body to a more upright position. I got a boo-boo! I tripped and scratched my arm and it hurts, okay? He looks at me a bit nervous. I feel like, yeah, the Mikado voice is definitely a good choice. I can totally see him doing that. It's like literally Mikado would do that. Sora, please blow on my boo-boo, please. It hurts. Just like totally giving this guy a totally different personality already. He said like 2 words. He looks at me a bit nervous. It's easier to see his face like this. A bit cute. Pretty pale. A little scary. Okay, we're gonna fix him. We're gonna fix him, okay, at the first route. A bit cute, too. I didn't notice it before, but this guy has such nice wavy hair and pretty eyes. I noticed it. Oh my god! He has red eyes, too, and blue hair, just like Kinjo. Oh my god. Wavy hair like Mikado, red eyes, and blue hair like Kinjo. My man. I feel kind of bad focusing on that, but the realization surely caught me off guard. My eyes shift away to focus on anything else. I shouldn't be thinking about this, and instead trying to find out how to help him and if he's even injured right now. I must seem so rude right now. Please don't think I'm acting weird. Is everything all right? You're kind of having a monologue in your brain. Oh god, he thinks I'm acting weird. Damn it. Everything's totally fine. I'm just a bit squeamish about broken bones is all. You don't have to worry. My arms aren't broken. They just hurt a bit. I just tripped and got a boo-boo, okay? And you still haven't offered to kiss it. Pretty rude if I do say so myself, Weeby. Well, okay. I'm glad it's not that bad then. You should really be more careful. Getting injured on the side of the road this late is really dangerous. You're right. I'm really glad you're the one who came along. It seems like I had nothing to worry about earlier. To think I was so scared of him. He's obviously perfect. I mean, somebody who looks like Kinjo could never do anything wrong. I thought I was going to end up being mugged or murdered, but it ended up being a total overreaction. Oh my god, so true, bestie. And now I'm just having a normal conversation with a stranger sitting in the grass. Well, that isn't too normal, but I still don't really know anything about him, and he still seems pretty worried too. I would really like to know more about him too. I should try to calm him down a bit more so I can help better. He isn't going to tell me anything like this. What's your name? My name is McKinjo. It's Devin. He seems really shy about it. I feel kind of bad asking now. That's a really nice name. It suits you. There's no way. I think your name is much nicer. You fucking weeb. It describes you perfectly, Weeby. God, your parents could not have gotten it more correct. Just love the idea of like my parents giving birth to me and they're like, yep, that's a fucking weeb right there, Weeby. I just stamp my head. Hey, thank you. Wait, what? My name's Weeby. Did you hear my name? Oh yeah, I don't even think I told you my name, bro. I was like, I'm pretty sure I don't remember introducing my name at all, but I was like, you know, slay, whatever. Should I just be a dumbass or, well, you know, I can acknowledge his weirdness and fix him, right? Right. Wait, what? How do you know my name? I didn't tell you it yet. Oh, you didn't? I'm sorry. I must have thought you said it already and it slipped my mind. I feel a bit embarrassed. I hope you don't think I'm insincere now that I complimented something I don't even know. But I'm certain your name is nice. It literally means weeaboo. That's all I was trying to say. Sorry to confuse you. It's fine. I was just a little caught off guard. It was just a little creepy, but whatever. You're cute, so I'm gonna forgive you immediately. So what's your name? I feel a bit hesitant to tell him now, but I really shouldn't fault him for an honest mistake. Girl, you're so delulu. I know going into this, it's like I literally said like Yandere in the description, so I'm like, girl, come on. It's like for me, I know he's obviously gonna be a psycho, but I get it. The protagonist doesn't know that. It's Weeby. Weeby, that is a nice name, just like I guessed. Devin is now more focused on his sudden blunder than the pain he's in, which is a bright side. It seems that conversation helped a bit, even if somewhat awkwardly. He looks off to the side, trying to distract himself. Talking to a stranger like me seems to make him pretty nervous, kind of like hunched over too. I feel like that's like a sign of being like insecure almost, like trying to make yourself like smaller. Also, yeah, he's in pain, or allegedly, so that could also be the reason. As a sort of anxious reflex, he begins to mess with the sleeves of his sweater. He just ends up wincing in pain after pulling on them too hard. Seeing someone be miserable like this, I can't stop myself from asking him about it one more time. Do your arms still hurt to move? Yeah. Devin tries to move his arms again, then quickly gives up. He pulls them back into his lap in a comforting position. Will he be able to make it back somewhere safe soon? It's horrible his arms hurt too much to even make it home. I feel the best way to just hurry up this interaction is to help him out quickly, then head home. And the more he sits here in the dark, the more feelings of pity begin to surface. It's like, yeah, just help him to his house, but I'm sure he's gonna be like, I don't have a home. Oh, if only! If only I had a cute little weeaboo to take me to her home. Talking to him has been a bit weird, but I can't help the gnawing feeling of concern for some reason. I feel bad just leaving you here like this. Here, let me help you walk a bit closer to your house. You shouldn't have to sit here in the dark. My house is still a bit of a walk away. I should be fine. It's 50 miles in the snow too, and I didn't even bring my snow boots. It's like, we live in Arizona. It's the part of Arizona where it snows. No more questions. I feel better already after talking to you. It seems I may have been a bit too worried after all. At least let me walk you to a bench nearby to rest. It's better for you than just sitting on the ground. I guess I could have gotten injured while like stalking me too. I guess like, I don't know if this is like the most romantic setting to like injure yourself to talk to the person you've been stalking, you know what I mean? You'd think he would like try to, I don't know, come up with some like ideal situation where he just like bumps into me at Starbucks or something, you know? He's like, oh, I got a caramel frappe too. It's like the white girl fantasy. God, that's the most romantic thing I can come up with. Jesus, that's like the whitest thing I've ever said. But you know, you get what I'm saying though. You'd think if he was trying to manipulate me into a relationship, he would come up with something more romantic than like, you know, being in like a cradle position in the grass with his boo-boo asking me for help in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? At least let me walk you to a bench nearby to rest. It's better for you than just sitting on the ground. You'll help me? I really appreciate that. I just need some help standing up, then I'll be okay to move on my own. Helping him out seemed like an easy enough offer, but actually finding a good way to lift him up gracefully was a harder task than I guessed. Setting down my grocery bag of lonely milk on the sidewalk, dude, that milk is totally gonna expire. I walked a bit closer to Devin. We both look at each other, trying to figure out the best way to go about this. I fucking hate milk too, and this just solidifies it. You both look at each other, trying to figure out the best way to go about this. I want to lift him up without hurting him or making him uncomfortable. He still has not shown me his injury. Eventually he moves his legs until they are bent under him, almost in a kneeling position. Then I move beside him, wrapping my arms around his torso. As I increase the pressure of my hold on him, his breathing becomes even more labored and unsteady. His body becomes incredibly tense despite how carefully I try to lift it. Are you okay? I'm trying to not touch your arms too much, but let me know if anything hurts. It really doesn't hurt that bad. I could barely feel it. Feeling a bit more reassured after knowing he's okay, I give one final lift until he's up on his feet. Hopefully you're all good now. Hopefully you're all good to go now. Is there anything else I can do to help? Okay, I guess we're just gonna keep trying to fix him. That's what I'm going for right now. Is there anything else I can do to help? You could take me to your house. I'm here if you need any. Before I can even finish what I was about to say, Devin begins to wobble over after trying to stand on his own. I quickly reach back over to hold him steady, and he ends up leaning back into my arms, clutching my shoulders to keep from falling. What happened? Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Are you sure? I can call someone for you or get you a ride to a clinic if something's wrong. What even is wrong with you? I think it's just my blood pressure after sitting there too long. I'm fine. Honestly, I'm fine. Do you think you can try walking on your own, or is that too much? I think I need a bit more time before walking on my own. I can just sit back down if it's too much trouble for you. I just feel like this guy's full of shit, dude. I have expected to be like, no, I'm fine. I could go on my own. Just like trips over like nothing. Oh God, I'm falling. I'm falling and I cannot get up, Weeby. You must help me. You must save me and give me your social security number. That's the only way you can help little old Devin. I'd be lying if I said I'm not a bit tempted to take him up on the offer, but a small sense of guilt stops me from being back on my promise to help him. It's not too much trouble. If you're okay with it, you can lean on me while we walk to the bench. I don't know how much you feel like moving right now. If I have your support, I'll be okay to move. Okay, I'll try to walk slowly and not put too much strain on you again. We move in a side-by-side position where his arm is over my shoulder as I wrap my arm around his back. We walk continually at a steady pace as we get halfway down the street. I feel Devin's breathing as he pushes against me for stability. It seems to still be quick and heavy. His body also feels cold and damp. Just how long had he been there by himself? Oh gosh, is he really okay? Okay. Oh, I see a little bit of crazy eyes. I see a little bit of crazy eyes going on right there. I don't know, I think it's just the way his pupils drawn. I guess also I have a, inkling that he's crazy too. I look over to glance at Devin's face, which is completely pale with a small smile creeping onto his lips. The image is almost frightening with the state he's in. Like he doesn't even know how bad his condition is. No, like he doesn't even care. Oh, the creepy music's coming in. He notices me staring, and his unreadable gaze meets mine in an instant. It feels he can read every thought and intention running through my mind. Suddenly his eyes soften as his grin turns more friendly, but the off-putting paleness is still there. You really are too kind to me, even helping me walk. For a second, I feel like I can't move. I can hardly breathe while looking at him directly. As I said, it's no trouble. I have to force myself to turn away from him and continue to focus on walking. But I can still feel him right next to me as my heart hammers faster in my chest, and I pray he doesn't notice. Maybe I'm just imagining it. Maybe it's because we've met in such a weird situation, but he looks at me different than anyone else I've ever met. He's got those crazy eyes. And I wonder if it's really such a bad thing. Oh my God, even MC in the game's like, maybe I can fix him. No, she's probably just talking about love. I thought for a second she was talking about the crazy eyes, but I guess she's just talking about how he's like in love with her. I strengthen my resolve and begin to push forward again. We finally get to the end of the street and turn to the last corner. The bench is just a few feet away. Here we are. You should be able to rest right over there. I gently pull him over until he's able to safely sit down on his own. He seems a bit shaken up still, but he's much better off on a clean bench near a street light than on the ground in the dark. I feel like it would just be best, honestly, to like call his family to help him, get picked up or something. I feel like I would just be like, hey, how about people come and help you? I don't know, man. I'm so paranoid. I like psychos in fiction, but not at all in real life. He seems a bit shaken up still, but he's much better off on a clean bench than near a street light than on the ground in the dark. Thank you for taking me all the way here. It was so considerate of you. Even though Devin says that, he doesn't look relieved at all. I feel a bit guilty ending it like this, but just how much more can I really do? Hell, he didn't even want me to do this much. I'm glad I could help. I really hope you feel better soon. It was nice to meet you, Devin. He's like, no, wait, don't go. My boo-boo hurts again. Oh, shit. Just as I'm about to walk away, his hand suddenly grabs mine. Oh, shit. Maybe I can't fix him. Let go of me. Did you need something else? Are you all right? Maybe, should I be nice or should I be nice? He's kind of being creepy though now. Do you need anything else? Are you all right? I immediately turn around and hold his hand in my own while trying to be gentle with his arms. Oh God, I'm totally being an apologist right now. What do you need? Did you change your mind about calling for some help or going to the doctor? I don't want you to have to suffer alone, so I don't mind waiting here with you. Devin looks up at me with wide eyes, like he wasn't expecting this at all. He's like, God, you're stupid. As I begin to sit down on the bench next to him. Oh, he's blushing though. Cute. He's like, yeah, I chose the right chick to stalk, huh? As I begin to sit down on the bench next to him, he finally pulls his hand away and stops me. No, I didn't change my mind. Thank you, though. I just wanted to let you know. I want you to know. Uh-oh. You left the milk behind earlier when helping me, and you probably don't want to forget that. Oh, my milk! That's right, I totally forgot. I guess I got so distracted helping you, I almost didn't remember to go back for it. Thank you for reminding me, Devin. What would I have done without you? He quickly becomes flushed again and shakes his head a bit. Didn't you say I'm the reason you got distracted in the first place? Maybe so, but it wasn't like you did that on purpose. You would never, Devin. So I'd still say you're pretty helpful. Devin looks off to the side, a bit embarrassed. I'm going to grab my milk now, but let me know if you need anything else. I'll have to walk back by here to get home anyway, so I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, I'll see you in a minute then. Okay. I give a small wave and start to jog towards the corner we just came from. I make a turn and begin walking back down the previous road to where I left my milk. Man, was this really worth it, girl? Was it really worth it for this milk? I'm really glad that Devin said something because I would have felt so ridiculous once I got home. I was like, girl, what do you even need this milk for? It was the only reason I came out here and went through this wild evening after all. Oh, that's cute. Milk Supreme. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. It's like, oh, it's got cow milk. It's got coconut milk. It's got almond milk. They knew us dairy milk haters. It's just a mixture of all of it. Milk Supreme, a mixture of all the milks, the best milk in the world. It only takes me a few seconds to find the lonely back sitting on the sidewalk. The time makes me realize just how slow we were walking before. A distance that felt like it took ages to travel was really a short jog. I quickly glance over the milk to make sure it's still in good condition, and the jug looks perfectly fine. It's 'cause it's Supreme. It was only out here by itself for a minute, but better to check than drink bad milk. I scoop up the bag in my arms and start heading back. I should really say bye to Devin before heading home and check on him one last time. I'm dying! No! I need help! I look worse, Weeby, look at me. Look how worse I look. Well, something seems a bit off. He seems just as unwell as ever. In fact, he's not even looking at me now. Is he ready for me to just leave now, or does he know I'm here? I step a bit closer so I'm right in front of him and try to duck down to get one last look at his face. Well, I got milk, so I guess I'll be heading back now. As I said before, it was nice to meet you. Get home safe, all right? Just ignore me. I'm just gonna vomit in the corner over here. I'm screaming, vomiting, and throwing up right now, but I'm fine, Weeby. I'm fine. You don't have to take me back. Just as I'm about to leave, I finally noticed the dark stains forming all over his sleeves. Oh, and onto the rest of his clothes. Oh, did he stab himself now? Earlier, they were small enough that they could be mistaken for shadows, especially in the dim light, but now it seemed much more obvious. Is that blood? Now it's impossible to ignore it. The panic hit me like an anvil as I feel my heart drop. I looked down at the arm I had used to help support his body when we walked over there. It'd be kind of interesting too, actually, if he was like stalking another person and he like murdered them. He just had like injuries from that, and that's when I find him, and now he's like, oh, you seem pretty nice too. Oh no, he knew my name already, so he has been stalking me for a while, never mind. I thought it'd be kind of funny though if he's like, I'm over Rebecca now. I'm all yours, Weeby. That bitch stabbed me anyways when I tried to stab her. That was so rude. That would be funny, but yeah, he already knew my name, never mind. There was a smudge of crimson streaked across my hand that I didn't see earlier. He was bleeding so much. It didn't seem possible. How did I not notice how bad it was? There was blood dripping down his hands. Did I make it worse? Did I hurt him while carrying him here? No, I didn't mean to hurt him. Will he be all right? Man, Neff's gonna feel guilty. I lifted Devin's shoulders, look at his face. His eyes seem hazy, like he might pass out soon. You need to get to the hospital immediately. I'll call an ambulance. Why didn't you tell me you were bleeding this much? What happened to you? It's just a bit of blood. It's just a flesh wound. A bit of blood? This seems like much more than a bit. Is it really that bad? Are you worried about me? Yes, now just show me how you got injured. I walk closer and try to reach over to grab his hand. Suddenly, Devin moves up from the bench and stands in front of me. Weeby, just listen to me. I need help, but Devin seems to inhale deeply, like he's trying to rise all the courage and willpower he has. I want to rush over to help him sit back down safely, but I feel frozen in place. I just examine his face, waiting for a sign to grab and steady him again. His eyes glance at mine, shifting from assessing to pleading, like he really wants to, needs to tell me something. He seems physically weak, but it's almost like he's even more energized now, like something in the past few seconds totally revitalized his conviction. We both wait as he finally gets his bearings. Will you please hear me out? I hesitate a bit, but my curiosity and suspicion makes me want to hear why he's acting so strange this whole time. Maybe he really does have a good reason, and I can't deny he truly needs help. In more than one way, but you know, I don't know that part yet. Yeah, I'll listen. Oh, fuck. Oh god. Because you're the Kamina pose. This pose is always a good sign. Oh no. Devin steps a bit more into the light and raises his arms halfway into the air. It's like he's trying to reveal the injury without moving his sleeves. Like he's trying to shield me from just how bad it is. Oh fuck. But all I see is more blood and he seems to sense my concern. Are you concerned? I'll stab myself more if you're concerned. I didn't want to worry you too much, but it seems the state I'm in looks quite bad. To be honest, it hurts really bad too. He grimaces as he looks down at his arms. Maybe he didn't even let himself think of how painful it was before. I didn't want you to know. My arms are so much worse than I let on. Then why don't you let me call for help? Someone did this to me. They were trying to hurt me, that bitch Rebecca! Someone hurt you? Who? Devin looks at me with a pained expression when he stares at his arms again, looking at the stains forming along his sleeves. A stalker. I'm not technically lying if it wasn't me who did it, so just gonna get that out of the way here. A stalker? What, are you being serious right now? I feel my blood begin to run cold. Out of all things, a stalker. Was the milk fucking worth it, Weeby? Was it worth it? It's true, I didn't really know what was happening until it was too late. Next thing I know, I'm on the side of the street and bleeding. My arms hurt so much, but I couldn't move. I was afraid I was going to be found again and killed. But then you found me instead and I felt safe. I hope you understand, but I really can't go to the hospital like that. But why? I can tell my attacker would know that's where I need to go, and they'd try to find me there. Okay, I guess so. I don't know, man. I feel like I'd be calling bullshit if this really happened to me. I'd be like, are they gonna get your room? Are they like your family? I don't think like hospitals are allowed to give information about patients unless it's like their direct family, you know what I mean? I think like for things like this. So I feel like I would just bring that up. He'd probably be like, no, that's not true. No, shut up. No more questions. So I'm too afraid, just the thought of it happening. I was about to argue with Devin, but seeing the fear in his eyes and the way his body is shaking, I don't have the heart to disagree, even though it's total bullshit. She's so nice and trusting, man. It's okay, Devin, I understand. You're not going to call for help, right? No, bestie, I would never. Oh, God. This is so bad, girl. You're doing everything wrong. No, not if you don't want me to. But why can't we call the police? You might be in real danger. They're actually a police officer. Kinjo, I think his name was. Police, I really don't think that's a good idea. It makes me too nervous. Plus, I don't even think they would take me seriously after not believing me before. Looking at the blood continuing to drip from his hands, I feel it's hard to not take Devin serious at this moment. I feel like that part I would take serious. There has to be some solution, right? He can't just deal with this by himself and risk getting hurt even more. I want him to be able to get help. His life could be at risk, and I don't think I could go home only to see him on the news tomorrow. Oh god, the guilt. I could see that getting me slightly. What are we supposed to do? You can't keep walking around like that. I just need someplace safe. I really don't think I can just be home alone while someone is after me. Then if there were some basic medical supplies, I can make it work. I've patched myself up from worse. Worse? This happened before? It feels like an inadequate solution, but my mind is racing too much to think of a good alternative myself. I may end up regretting this later. Oh, definitely. But one thing I know for sure, I can't just leave him like this. I may be terrified, but that's nothing compared to what Devin is going through at this moment. Plus, he looks like Kinjo, so I'm gonna apologize for him. I've been on edge the past few weeks with my thoughts. Someone has been watching. It's so weird that I feel like somebody's been watching me, and this guy just came out of nowhere covered in blood. That is so coincidental. Delulu. Fucking Delulu, girl. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I've been on edge the past few weeks with thoughts someone has been watching me, but he's been living it. I feel a bit silly trying to relate. That's so weird. That's so untrue though. Nobody's been stalking me. It's so weird that I feel like I've been seeing like blue hair and red eyes in the corner everywhere I go, but like I'm just being delusional, right? I'm just that big of a Kinjo stan that I just see him everywhere. I can't help but feel a sense of connection though, like it was fate that I happened to be the one here to help him. Delulu. If anyone would know what it's like to live with this fear and how it can affect you, it would be me. And wouldn't I want someone to do the same for me if I was ever in such a dangerous situation? As I've been going through my reasoning in my mind, Devin has just been staring at me with a hopeful expression. Hopeful expression. I see what the Kamina pose too. Is this person like Danganronpa? I'm kind of wondering. With a hopeful expression. Oh god. If you need some place to go, you can come to my house. Really? I can come to your house? Oh, you dumb bitch. I have a first aid kit I bought recently. I'm not sure how helpful it'll be, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, that'll work fine. Sorry, I can't believe you're really helping me. Me? Little old me. I'm not going to leave you out here alone or just hand you off to people you don't feel safe with. I really do want to help you, Devin. I find myself really meaning those words. We stare at each other for a moment, assessing this bizarre situation that's been laid out quickly in front of us. But the look on his face, he seems happy, ecstatic even. This just shows that I definitely made the correct choice, right? Or did I even have a choice to not help someone in this much peril? It doesn't feel like I did at all. I try to push down any feeling of uncertainty and move on to the next objective. So, we shouldn't stay out here too long, right? It's kind of dangerous. Yes, you're right. We should leave right now. Devin's head whips around to survey the area, but he seems quickly satisfied. I think we're safe, but it's best to be careful and hurry along. All right, then, let's go. I instinctively walk over to Devin and lean against him, moving my arm across his back again. Weeby, what are you doing, Baka? You still need help with walking, don't you? After all this, I can't have you falling over on me. Or falling for me. Of course, sorry. I nearly forgotten. It surprised me. I can't help but smile at how flustered he still gets at this point, even with how horrible his night is gone. Even though we just met, Devin seems to enjoy being around me. I'm happy to think I could make what must be one of the worst days ever a bit brighter. This is all according to Kaikaku Girl. Devin moves against my arms, and we begin to walk together again. Maybe it's from doing it before, but it feels easier this time. My house is just a few buildings down, so you don't have to wait too long. Then you can just stay with me for the night and call whoever you need to call in the morning. I would be like buying him a hotel before I let him stay at my house, dude. This is really too kind. I don't deserve it, but at the same time, I can't reject the offer. Don't feel bad for it. I really do want to help you. Is there a reason you want to help me? Is it because I'm so kawaii? Or are you just the type of person who would help anyone? Devin's face looks a bit upset when he says this. Does he think I have weird motives? I'm not really sure. I just think if I were in your shoes, I'd want someone to look out for me like this. I bet there's someone who would do anything for you. Anything like kill your parents? Sorry, don't call your parents, by the way. They're probably very busy right now. I heard they're on vacation in Mexico. Why are you talking about my parents all of a sudden? No reason at all. I bought them the trip to Mexico out of the generosity of my heart. You know, that's just me, little old Devin. I bet there is someone who would do anything for you. This strange compliment makes my heart thump quickly in my chest. I try to ignore it, but it's soon all I hear. It's too bad he said it in a really creepy way. It makes me feel a bit happy in some way, and I get flustered myself. I'm so bad at seeing red flags. To distract myself from the noise in my own head, I look out into the darkness, trying to search for any stalking figures. It is right next to you. I make sure we aren't being followed, and there doesn't seem to be another soul in sight. For the past few weeks, I've constantly been seeing moving shadows and feeling eyes on the back of my head. But for the first time in a while, I don't feel anything at all. I feel safer. And as I finally see the front of my house in view, I think the rest of this wild night is going to actually be okay. ... But it wasn't. You have reached the end of the demo. Thank you, Weeby, for playing Invite Me In. Continue the game and see how the rest of the night unfolds later this year. The hearts above give a clue to the path you were headed on. Oh, you were on the get murdered by him later in your house path. The slay, girl, slay. Oh, well, get slayed, actually. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, let's see if there's any alternate stuff. Probably not, since it's a demo, but we can kind of see what's going on. Okay, a little scary. For some reason, looking at his face like this sends a chill down my spine. He looks like a dirty criminal. I keep acting paranoid despite nothing bad happening. I'm sure his face just looks really intense because of the pain he's in. This is all so silly. There's no reason to be scared, and we're just talking. But he keeps staring at me with those eyes. Those red eyes. Is something wrong? Have you noticed that I'm sussy? Oh, he got kind of like the dead eyes now, too. What the fuck is wrong, Weeby? I thought you said you would fix me. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing like that. You're just a little creepy. Are you sure nothing's broken? It looks like you're in rough shape. Oh, you're talking about me? I can tell there's no broken bones. For some reason, I felt a bit anxious at the way he answered, but I do my best to ignore it. No more questions. Well, okay then. I'm glad it's not that bad then. Okay, we can skip to the next part whenever it's different. So far, it seems like depending on your answers, it kind of changes my inner dialogue. I'm like, this guy's kind of fucking creepy. Or on the other route that I did, the dumb route, I was like, oh my god, he's so cute. Devin, slay king. It's hard to tell if I feel nervous just from the situation or if this guy is actually just fucking off. But he hasn't done anything to me yet. In fact, he's barely made a move at all. It seems like I had nothing to worry about earlier, and I think I was so scared of him. Okay. Wait, what? And thank you. I guess I'll say thank you. But I don't think my name is any better than yours, so your name is also very nice. I literally never got your name. That's really sweet of you to say. You're such a good fucking person. Devin seems really touched by such a simple compliment. Does he not get them often? Don't mention it. You're not too bad yourself. He seems to freeze after I say that. I'm literally a horrible person. I literally sent your parents to Mexico earlier, as if his mind is going totally blank. Not too bad. Thank you for thinking so, Baka. I've never seen someone get so flustered from being called not too bad. I don't want to embarrass him more, but it's nice to see him distracted from the pain. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, let go of me. After I shot, he quickly lets go of my hand. His eyes look panicked as he stares at me confused and hurt. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Oh god, I'm fucking up. Guilt begins to creep up on me, even though I'm still a bit upset. But who just randomly grabs the hand of a person they just met without asking? Just why did you grab my hand like that? You can't just surprise people like that and expect them not to be shocked or scared. I'm really sorry. I just thought you were degenerate. I wanted to tell you that you forgot your grocery bag earlier. You left it behind and you were about to go home without it. And now I feel like a huge jerk. He's just a sweet guy. I shouldn't have yelled at you. That was my bad. Thank you for reminding me about the milk. Just try to get my attention. In a less physical way next time. He's really good at manipulation though, like turning something really quickly to be like, no, that wasn't it, and acting all pitiful and stuff. He's definitely got that master manipulation thing going about him. Of course, I wasn't thinking clearly and really should have done better. Don't feel bad at all. This was entirely my fault for not just saying something earlier. He says not to feel bad, but the way he's taking responsibility so earnestly makes me feel like my yelling was kind of uncalled for. Is he doing this on purpose to like guilt trip me farther, or am I just overthinking it? The guilt, whether deserved or not, is now all I can think about as I look how shaken Devin is after being scolded. Yeah, he is totally putting on this little like pathetic boy act. Oh my god. Adding in his injuries, he looks really pitiful. Oh my god, he's totally doing this on purpose to guilt trip me. Okay, yeah, this is definitely all planned. All according to his stupid kaikaku. Are you okay, Devin? I'm sorry if I came off like a jerk. It's just late and I was already pretty on edge before meeting you, so even if you do all of this, like more of the right answers, he's still gonna look just so pitiful that you feel like a jerk for not helping him. I was taught to be a bit wary of strangers, so it wasn't anything personal. But look at how kawaii I am, Weeby. Come on. No worries. I'm okay. Okay, I'm falling again. I'm tripping. Oh, Weeby, save me. Oh, the boo-boo. It's throbbing. I think I bumped it slightly on the bitch, Weeby. Oh, God. I'm just so pitiful. Help me. It's just, you don't. Oh, God, this motherfucker. This motherfucker. This motherfucker is so toxic. Oh, my God. The eyes are just the red flags that he's putting out there into the universe, dude. There's already 2 of them right there. Right there. Oh, Jesus, he is so toxic. It's just, you don't hate me, right? What? No, of course I don't hate you. That's great. I suppose I don't have to be too worried then. I don't even really know him, so how could I hate him? Was he that upset by it? Yeah, it's all good. No hard feelings. I should probably go grab my bag now, so I'll see you later, Devin. Oh my god, he is such a... What is it? Like the opposite of the girl boss thing? The male wife. It's like manipulate, mansplain, male wife. That is literally him. It's a perfect example. Okay, I'll see you later. I walk away before things can get any more awkward and I start heading to the street corner. Nothing is really that wrong with Devin, but I can't help but keep my guard up around him. Even to the point of yelling at him like that. This paranoia is really getting the worst of me. Okay, let's skip. Got the milk. I should probably say bye to Devin before heading home since I have to pass by that bench again. Even though he's kind of a creepy motherfucker. I may really regret this later. Yeah, I definitely chose the dummy route where I'm like, I don't know, he seems nice. I don't know, he seems cool. This creepy music, I don't think that's like meaning anything. I think I can fix him, so it's whatever. That's so true, Devin. You like totally can't go to the hospital. He would like murder you or something if you went back there. But one thing I know for sure, I can't just leave him like this. Looking at the blood continue to run down his arms, my guilt has overrun any bit of anger and fear left in me. He totally caused these wounds too. He's fully on the male wife train right now. I may be terrified, but that's nothing compared to what Devin's going through at this moment. It's so hard for him. I've been on edge the past few weeks. Watching me. I think about taking back my words, but it seems too late for that now. Devin seems to just be thankful, but my suspicions don't let me fully lower my guard just yet. Good job, Weeby. You're doing a lot better this time. I can't even be mad at you because I chose the dumb answers. I can't help but to be consumed with anxiety by his suspicious wording. Once again, what did he say? What was it again? Oh, I bet there was someone who'd do anything for you. Okay, yeah, she's definitely a little more sus this time. I can't help but be consumed with anxiety by his suspicious wording once again. It's kind of weird that I felt somebody stalking me and then he's like talking about somebody like doing anything for me. So weird. It's a bit odd. And as I finally see the front of my house in view, I think the rest of this wild night is actually going to be okay. But it wasn't. You've reached the end of the demo. Okay, that was cute. Okay, new ending. Yay. Let's go back. Okay, pretty pale. He says nothing is broken, but something else is definitely wrong. It seems his injuries are causing him a lot of pain. I don't really know what to do in this situation. Do you need me to call an ambulance or get you a ride to a clinic? If it hurts that bad, then you may need some serious help, even if you don't think it's broken. No, it hurts a lot, but it isn't anything worth a trip to the hospital. I'll be fine with just a bit of time to rest. Is he really going to be okay like this? I want to help him out, but maybe he really just needs some time to recover. Are you sure you'll be okay? Yeah, I appreciate the concern, but it truly isn't an emergency. Well, okay, I guess so. I guess I'll just believe you. I think I did that one right. I have to head home soon, but is everything okay? I look down at our hands as he slowly lets go of mine. I guess he grabbed my hand without thinking because he quickly places his hand back on his lap nervously. I'm sorry, I just thought you should know. Your grocery bag. My grocery bag? You left your grocery bag behind earlier. It's still on the sidewalk. I looked down at my empty hands and realized that yes, I did leave my milk behind. I had nearly gone home without the one thing I came outside for. I guess it is easy to forget stuff after the eventful evening I just had, but I still feel a bit silly. Wow, I really did forget all that. Thanks for reminding me, Devin. I'm going to go run back now and grab it. I'll see you on my way back. Before he has much of a chance to answer, I start running to the street corner he just came from. Okay, cool. So it seems like that was the end of it. Okay, well, this was super fun. I had a good time. I like the I like the little hand on the door too. It's creepy. Invite me in, Weeby. I got the Mikado voice. I'm so precious and ooh. That was super fun though. Like I said, I love yandere stories, and I feel like there is usually a lot more female yanderes than male yanderes for whatever reason. So whenever I see like a male yandere story, I jump on it. But I had a lot of fun. I don't know. I think it's just like fun, the thriller aspect of it, and it's kind of like, I don't know, I just find it so interesting, like why somebody would become like so obsessive to that point, you know what I mean? I feel like it's just so interesting to kind of like wonder about. I feel like they usually have pretty interesting backstories and stuff too, so I think that's probably one of the main reasons why I like yandere characters so much. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you did. Please do leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you did as well. It really does help me out, especially with these videos that aren't Danganronpa, because it helps me know what you guys are more interested in. And yeah, thanks guys so much for watching, and I will see you real soon.